Well, howdy. Here's something a little bit different that's not JBL. I got 4 of these woofers. Obviously, they're Dynaudio. And these are out of a Wilson Watt Puppy subwoofer module. There's 4 of them here. Surround's rotten. And the foam filter is also rotten. I'm going to replace that. I've got foam discs cut out to be able to put on the back of the woofer here. It'll go on like thus. My dad used to say that, like that, thus and such. I'd glue that on there like that, so I keep the crud out of the vent. I believe today is actually the birthday of the gentleman that founded Dynaudio and ScanSpeak. His name escapes me. It's Scanned Ed Vig Scanding or something like that. But he has quite a legacy of audio. So that's what the customer wanted, so he doesn't have to deal with foam surrounds, is to put a butyl surround on here. And this is going to have to get glued on the front of the cone, which I usually don't like to do, but it doesn't have the right geometry to go on the back of the cone. So anyway, there's 4 of these to do, and we'll check back when they're done. Alrighty. See ya. There's an update on the finished quad of Dynaudio woofers for the Wilson Watt Puppy, and I think it was like a first generation Wilson Watt Puppy subwoofer module. So I put new foam. It's an open cell foam that acts as a filter on all 4 of them. The original had, like in the previous chapter here, had a foam surround, and my customer called Wilson Audio and they recommended that he go with a butyl surround. So I ordered both surrounds because this available butyl surround was the identical fit for the recess in the frame, 8 inches, but the inside diameter was a little bit smaller, and the original foam surround was attached to the back of the cone. Now, the previous servicer on this did not clean the foam off the back of the surround, and I like to be thorough when I do this kind of stuff, so I decided to do that. Now, the kind of the weird thing about this butyl surround was there holes punched in it for a frame. I told the customer that, and he was fine. He was fine with that. What I did, I had to fill these holes with some of the black rubber adhesive, so it wouldn't leak. And I'm going to clean this off. I cleaned these off so it does look a little bit cleaner, because I like to take care of those details. But the free air resonance, I was a little worried that the free air resonance was going to be different, and the sensitivity was a little bit different, because the spec foam surround for this one only weighs 6 grams, and this one would connect on the back of the woofer because it's a perfect cut for this speaker. But foam surrounds rot. This customer didn't want to have a foam surround rot again, so I called him and I told him, I said, hey, this surround weighs 26 grams, the other one weighs 20 grams. I think that's right. And there's going to be a net difference of 10 grams after you subtract half the weight of the surround and half the weight of the spider for the Thiel small parameters for moving mass. And he says, I don't care. So In this video, I've attached an old spec sheet for the Dynaudio 21W, which is under that black marker right there. But to show you that the free air resonance is still on the spec sheet, free air resonance said 35 hertz. Well, let's see what happens here. And this one's got the hook it up, hook them up, boys. This one's got the come on, cooperate. This one's got the new filter foam on the back too. It's not filter foam, it's just open cell foam. I didn't have any filter foam, and this is working just fine. It'll probably last longer too. But when we see the sweep, sweeps well. So as I've said before, the free air resonance is at the minimum current draw. The speaker's on the current setting here on the meter, and right here we're at 40 hertz. If we go up, current draw goes up. As we drop it down, we try to find the minimum current draw, which should be around 29 hertz or so. It'll actually change as the temperature of the voice coil changes. Prop this up a little bit more. We get there, 31, then it goes up, so 31 is going to be the minimum current draw, and we see that's at about 35 hertz. So this turned out really good. I guess I'm going to kind of tribute to Mr. Scaning, who founded Dynaudio and ScanSpeak and another company, and David Wilson for the Wilson Watt Puppy, because they both passed away. David Wilson passed away in 2018. Mr. Scaning, his date of passing is on his photograph. So anyway, this is a little different from JBL, but nonetheless a high-end speaker system, and you go into a fine customer here in Southern California. He should be back. He should be here later to pick them up. All right, talk later. Bye.